Go to the land that I will show you. I will cause you to become the father of a great nation. I will bless you and make you famous, and I will make you a blessing to others. I will bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. All the families of the earth will be blessed through you. So for Abraham, he's like, seriously, like, God, I have no idea what you're asking me to do here, but he got a word from God and he went with it, and that was one of the biggest things for him, his testimony of faith, and it's one of the reasons why he's in the front of the Bible. The kindness of the Savior, the hope. But they were going to have a kid, and they were hoping to, but they weren't having kids, and they had all the possessions they wanted. God had blessed them miraculously with all the wealth, all the possessions they could need. He left this place, he's kind of freaked out, and all of a sudden he's got all these possessions, he's got all these amazing things, and finally God says, I'm going to give you a son. But they waited so long. He ended up being 100 years old when they finally had their child. And for some things like that, it's like, you know what, sometimes we do have to wait a little bit. You know, everything doesn't happen overnight. That doesn't mean that God has left you. God's got a plan for every one of you, and that's the most rewarding thing. He knows what's best for you. You just got to be patient, and you got to have a little bit of faith and do some cool things.
Preach it.
Sometimes you think, and it's funny how I always thought, you know, when I was growing up, some of the things I would do is like, oh yeah, I'm definitely making the right decision. My mom would be like, no, don't. And I'm like, Mom, you don't even know. Like, I don't even know how she would know, but she knew. I have no idea. Like, we were snowboarding this one time, and I got caught in like an out of bounds area, and I ended up having to get off my snowboard and like hike back around. I would have like dropped off this massive cliff, but I didn't.
Wow. And
like the day before, I was telling my mom with all of us that we're like, oh yeah, we were going out of bounds, blah blah blah, and she's like, don't do that. And I'm like, Mom, like it's not a big deal. Just going out of bounds a little bit, come back in. You're back on the path. Like, no, don't. And the next day, I go out and like, you know, kill myself. And that's my mom talk, you know. Can you imagine if God is telling you what to do?
Yeah.
And you're you know, in a new situation, and you're like, God, like you don't even know. Yeah, I think he does. Like he will
Come
know.
on,
he knows
preach
you.
it.
And he's not here to mess up your life. He's here to help you out.
Good.
It's about obedience, it's about trust, it's about faith, and he loves you guys huge. Your decisions have such a rippling effect. And sometimes a decision will have to be made. And especially in an area where you have people around you that are your friends, people who know you. So for you guys at school, I want you to get this ball, take it all the way over here as fast as you can. Alright, ready? I'm gonna count. 3, 2, go. Okay. We'll do it one more time. I want you to do it one more time. And 3, 2, 1, go. Okay. Can I use you for a sec?
Yep.
Jesus conquered the grave. Savior, he can move the mountains. My God is mighty to save. He is mighty to save. The forever author of.
So,
Yeah.
this is this example.
Oh.
There it is. Guys, everybody has decisions. We're going to have things we have to do in this life that are going to be something that can make us famous, something that we can make us better than we think we can be. We want to get to that next job. We want to get, better on that test. We want to do things. But God's not saying that you have to run all the way by yourself just to hand it off at the end. God's saying, if you have this decision over here, just pass it to him.
That's good.
He's not going to make you run all the way. He's going to take you on a journey. God's saying, give me your initial decision, and I'm going to help you get you there in the best way possible, because I know your journey. I know what you're going to do, and I know how to make it the best. How many times do we pray and ask for things, and we just keep on going? We don't look back and see what God has actually done. I had this this one night where I was just like in bed and just ready to go to sleep, and I don't know, I just had this thought, and it was just like, look at your wake. And for those of you who have seen a boat go by, you see that there's a wake that goes by, and what's in front of you is totally flat, but what behind you is such a wave. When I thought of that, I was thinking, you know what? Like, at times you're kind of making your own path, you're paving your own way, you're going to a new thing, but what has God had done behind you, what He's left you because of your impact, because of your decision to follow God, what has He done? That's been so amazing. When you look back, that's when you really see what your blessings are. There's more to life than just our individual decisions. But because it's filled with so many more and promises as well, like, how is that not encouraging?
God above all my hopes and fears. Well, I don't care what the world throws at me now. Yeah, it's gonna be alright.
Always be thinking of that, guys. You guys have skills, you guys have gifts. You know, some of you guys are still trying to find some of those things, but when you use them, do it for the right reasons. And you'll for sure not regret that decision.
Awesome. Who thought that that was an awesome message? Come on.
Woo!
That was really good. That was such a good message. All right.
Say hi to your mum.
Mum.